This is some beehives, and there's a path I'm following. What I think are signs on some footpath network, but I don't know. They're just color coded, and it looks like a legit path up the side of a field into the forest. I don't know if you can see that, but those trees up there have got snow on them. I've got about an hour and a half, and I'll see if I can eat snow off a tree, and then I'll be happy. Look at that. These are all for tree number 2052. Carry on a bit. I don't know how you do this asylum thing, but they seem to know a lot here about it. I don't know what's going on. I mean, there's still theatre, but it seems very well controlled and adaptive. But it's still freaking me out. Something's coming together. I've left my room. I just abandoned everything, so my daughter says, I hope you'll come back soon. Well, I'm serious about this application, but I'm still worried that all of these asylum things are based on your personal danger. My personal danger, in Britain anyway, is myself. I'm next to suicidal every day, and asylum procedures and human rights based on threat to physical, personal well-being, and these threats having to actually have been carried out in order to get that person the right to asylum is stupid. It's stupid, and the UN and Nils Meltzner has got to be able to explain this to you. Just because nobody put me in fucking jail, nobody ever charged me with anything, does not mean I can't speak about it. You get what they call gangbangs in the United States. A whole lot of people from all over the place dump on one person. And I don't know why. It happens for a lot of different reasons. Social media doesn't help. And these asylum procedures always ask you, because you're homosexual, oh, that's okay. Because you're this, because you're that, oh, that's okay. We'll give you asylum. because you want to do something for the whole world, not for one particular nation or one particular corporation or your particular family. You've been, well, you know, life isn't like that or something, you know. You have to start a new religion if you want to claim persecution on religious grounds. Start a new religion. Start a new religion. Bolivia will fucking give you a 1-year process to get nationalization, not the 3-year process that I had to go through. Start another cult and you're okay. If you don't want to do that and you don't want to join someone else's cult or someone else's tribe of weirdness, you're on your own. That's why I think I'm really applying for, I want diplomatic asylum. I want to establish some kind of world government in exile. And I was talking to a guy, he said, I'm a journalist. He's a journalist from Ethiopia, he said. Speaks lots of languages. Italian, did he say Italian? Spanish, French, English. And he gave me some garbled stuff about Ethiopia. 17 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, some woman was a president, messed everything up. I didn't understand what he was talking about. I was talking about the problem a year or two ago. And so he's all mixed up. And I suppose I sound the same. He said, I don't know why I'm here, I want to go home, but I have a problem with the people at home. So, what do I do? We need to have some kind of foundation, which is wherever it exists, it's that part is a part of the popular culture or the culture of that place. It's got to be funded locally, but it's got to be connected globally, so that locally funded, locally managed, locally staffed institute is part of a network, and there are these institutes in every town, in every county, in every neighborhood. It can go to any level. But you don't want currency flowing through the system. It's got to be, I don't know, I mean, if you can find a safe way to do that, then use currency, but it sounds like a fuckload of hassle. But there are people who want to spend their time shuffling the money around, but then we just get back to government. So I don't know. I don't know how to do it. And nobody wants to talk to me. Everyone wants to tell me, what we've got now is okay. It doesn't look okay to me. Wow. This is sustainable forestry. Look at those things. That looks pretty carefully felled. It's not like they do in Bolivia. It's got a number, it's been checked out. It's the other thing, that countries need to be able to level up more easily. Swiss people are all over Bolivia. Well, there was the Oberland Hotel in La Paz, which was some really strange arrangement. But people used to, a lot of van lifers, I think, use it. And the Swiss were helping in Bolivia, but they paid for the vice president's GIS system, which was, as far as I know, the only purpose they put it to was to do not gerrymandering, but the opposite, where you move the populations around to level the voting. And send a whole lot of migrants from the Altiplano to Beni or Pando in order to make sure that Mas gets elected there. Wow, now there's a part of sawdust for you. And then bloody Alvaro pisses off to exactly Pando and gives a speech about, we don't want a fucking gringo here advising us on how to be guarda bosques. And that was in the newspaper. I read it when I was in Sorata. And he's flying around in his fucking helicopter delivering truckloads of potatoes. Oh, you should smell this. Fucking hell. Wow. Look at it. It smells fantastic. What's it for? Look at that, look at the building of it. That is a woodshed. Look at the way this road is built. There's not, because the rainfall and it's not torrential. They don't need much drainage. You can just, it's soaking in. It's going down. The whole forest system is still respirating. You see the clouds coming off the trees because it works. This, I mean, in Bolivia, this would be a nightmare erosion problem. Just about to happen. I mean, a road like this, built like this in Bolivia, even with that drainage, I don't think it would be there very long. Well, it depends which part. That's what your GIS was for, Alvaro. You were supposed to be you have got in that country a piece of the kind of representative biome and geographical conditions of just about everywhere on Earth. It was supposed to be the Estado Plurinacional, I thought. And I thought that meant it was like a green centre for green diplomacy or something for the whole world. My video memory is running out, and this is my final video, and I am just going to ram them all together just to give an impression of my psychological state. I'm just going to concatenate them all into one awful, boring, long, tedious fucking movie that somebody's going to have to sit through in order to understand why I'm appealing for asylum and what sort of asylum I really am looking for. I don't want to end the thing on a woodshed full of chips. I want to end it on a scene like that.